Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Werner, and we have ChoosingEZ.org. And if you're listening to this, we had a program called EZWeightloss. And in that program, we include 4 segments, and this is the final segment for the EZWeightloss, called the fastest way to clear brain blocks that keep the weight on. So, what we're going to talk about today is our thoughts. An ancient philosopher said, "As a man thinketh, so he is." And that includes women. So, whatever we're thinking manifests into our reality. And I've been shown that time and time and time again, how important it is to have good positive thoughts, to have good positive outcomes. Changing negative thoughts to good thoughts works very well. And in manifesting weight loss and keeping that weight gone, we have to have good positive thoughts about our body and about our weight. Number one, holding on to weight causes huge problems with our cells. Negative emotions keep us holding on to weight. Now you may think, oh, why would negative emotions keep my weight on? Well, a lot of negative thoughts create problems within our body that makes it very easy to just take and incorporate those negative emotions in every cell in our body. And negative emotions cause huge shifts in our body and in our cellular matrix. Our cellular matrix is the constituents within the cell that store energy and keep energy moving and going different places in the body. It slows the metabolism down of each cell, causing swelling, causing retention of fluids, and makes it difficult for the energy to be used in the rest of the body. So every cell in our body becomes stagnant, becomes swollen, and that causes weight gain. Now, one of the things that is very important to do that I learned from Catherine Beck, a woman who I encountered 8 years ago, who was a very powerful psychic and trance medium phenomenon. She would use our thoughts to help create ideas within our body and our cellular matrix and help change those thoughts. Now, one of the tricks she taught me was every time you hear a negative thought in your mind or from around you or from anywhere, you take and you immediately say, "I cancel that thought," and I replace it, and she would have me replace it with the opposite thought. Now, in an important book written by Carol Truman, who actually lives here in St. George and is a good friend of mine, Carol taught that every emotion has its opposite emotions, and every negative emotion has its opposite good emotions. And I found that back when I met her, I weighed about 220 pounds. I had very difficult time getting my belly fat off, which is totally emotional and stress-based, cortisol-based. And so we talked a little bit about the cortisol thing in one of our previous modules. But in this one, she taught me to get rid of all my stressful thoughts, cancel those, and replace them with good thoughts that were not stressful. One of my biggest thoughts was people are out to get me. And that thought created an energy that drew those people to get rid of me. And so I constantly had these feelings. So she taught me to cancel that thought, and that people were out to help me, people were out to assist me, people loved me. Now think of the energies. You know, you've got this thought that people are coming out to get you, so you say, "I cancel that thought," and you replace it with "people love me, People desire what I have. People will help me get what I need. And these thoughts created an entirely different thought pattern within my cellular matrix. Because I was always, you know, being a medical doctor, we were always like, oh, people are out to sue me. If I screw up, I'm going to have a bad baby because I was an OBGYN. Cancel those thoughts. And interestingly enough, you replace those with all the babies that are delivered by me are perfectly fine. All of the people love me. All of the people take care of me. I am an excellent doctor, and so I never have problems without lawsuits. I always have people being taken care of perfectly, and the outcome is always perfect. So with weight, we have to change our thoughts of I'm so fat. Cancel that thought. Cancel it as fast as you can. Catherine taught you have 20 seconds to cancel a negative thought before it starts incorporating into your cells, into your cellular matrix, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So instead of saying how fat you are, one of the things a lady taught me, cancel that fat, being fat, and you replace it with everything I eat helps me to be my ideal body weight of, and then fill in the blank, where you want to be. A good rule of thumb taught to us in medical school, and you know they're changing these rules because everybody's so obese, was that at 5 feet tall with women 100 pounds, with men 120 pounds. And for every inch over 5 feet tall, you'd add 5 pounds. Every inch below 5 feet tall, like if you're only 4'10", you should weigh about 90 pounds, believe it or not. And so with that, as a rule of thumb, if you're 5'6", 130 pounds should be your goal, your set point. Now some of us are bigger boned, some of us are smaller boned, and so you give and take a little bit. If you feel like you're a really big bone girl at 5'6", 140 pounds, you know, add 10 pounds. It's fine. You know, if you feel like you just don't feel good unless you're 150 pounds, set that as your set point. Our thoughts create our reality. And so by setting your set point, the goal weight, everything I eat helps me to be 100, in my case, 190 pounds. I set this weight 3 years ago when I started using this formulation to help lose weight, and I obtained my goal weight. This morning I woke up, I was a little under my goal weight at 188 pounds, which is fine. I'm 6'1", and you know, if you times 13 by 6 pounds, because men should weigh 6 pounds more per inch over 5 foot, then you will become that weight. So be sure you set your set point for your thoughts and manifest your weight loss. Now the third thing is make sure that when you're done with the easy weight off drops, the neat thing about these drops is once you quit, the thalamus and hypothalamus sets your weight and sets your set point. So you automatically stay at that weight unless you do things that are totally out of character and manifest more weight gain. So in reality, you create your weight. And emotions, negative emotions, cause you to weight gain because you hold on to those emotions and they make your cells swell and your intracellular matrix alter, so your energy doesn't get distributed properly. So make sure that you, number one, change your thoughts from negative to positive thoughts. Number two, set your set point. And number three, use the easy weight loss drops to help physically set your set point. Take it for at least 46 days, which is 2 bottles, and you can, once you stop taking it, it'll set your set point there. If you want to continue losing weight, continue on the program until you're at the weight you want to be at. So thank you for visiting with us. Our website is choosingeasy.org. Our telephone number is 435-986-0025. We have the weight loss drops for $59.99 a bottle, and you need to take potassium and Ultra B12 to help the body fill whatever you're losing, because when you're going into the ketosis from the Easy Weight Loss drops, you actually lose potassium and B vitamins, and you need to replace those. So for your help, this is Dr. Scott Werner. I'll talk to you soon.